Hey Cancer, come sit with me, because what I just pulled for you is something we need to talk about. I shuffled the deck this morning, thinking about your energy, and honestly, the cards that came through have this really specific message about someone in your orbit finally getting clarity about what you actually mean to them. This is not some distant future thing, this is happening right now in real time. And I want to walk you through exactly what the universe is showing me. So I pulled 6 cards for you, and the very first one that came out is the Page of Swords. Now, when I see this card, I immediately think about communication energy, but more specifically, I think about that moment when someone finally decides to investigate their own feelings. This page represents someone who has been watching you, observing you, maybe even analyzing the way they feel when they are around you. The thing about the Page of Swords is that this is not an impulsive person. This is someone who processes things mentally first. They have been in their head about you for a while now, Cancer, and what this card is telling me is that they are finally ready to acknowledge what has been building. Think about how the Page of Swords operates. This is youthful, curious energy that wants to understand and get to the bottom of things. Someone has been asking themselves questions about you. Why do I feel this way when they text me? Why do I think about them at random moments during my day? Why does my mood shift when they walk into the room? And here is what is interesting, Cancer. The Page of Swords is an air sign energy, which means this person leads with their mind. They probably tried to logic their way out of their feelings for you. They might have even made a mental list of reasons why getting close to you was not practical, or why they should keep their distance. But feelings are not logical, and what I am seeing here is that their rational mind is finally surrendering to what their heart has been trying to tell them all along. The Page of Swords also suggests that this person might start asking questions. Not necessarily out loud at first, but they are going to be curious about you in a new way. They might pay closer attention to your social media, they might find reasons to be in your space, they might start conversations that seem casual, but are actually them trying to figure out if you feel something too. This is someone who is gathering information because they are building up the courage to do something about what they are feeling. And Cancer, I know you are probably wondering who this is. And the truth is, you might already have a sense. This could be someone you have known for a while, someone in your friend group or work environment, someone who has always been kind of around, but maybe you did not think of them in a romantic way, or maybe you did, but you were not sure if it was mutual. What I love about this energy is that it is genuine. The Page of Swords does not play games. When this person figures out their feelings, they are going to be honest about it. They might be a little awkward or nervous because this is new territory for them, but their intentions are going to be clear. And the universe is giving you a heads up right now, so that when this person starts showing signs, you will recognize it for what it is. Now, the second card I pulled for you is 7 of Wands, and this one made me pause because it is such a powerful card about standing your ground and defending what matters to you. When I see 7 of Wands in a love reading, especially after the Page of Swords, I interpret this as someone who is ready to fight for the connection they want with you. But here is the interesting part, Cancer. This card can also represent you and the position you are in right now. Let me explain what I am seeing. The 7 of Wands shows a figure standing on higher ground, holding a wand, and defending their position against 6 other wands coming at them from below. This is about maintaining your position when there is challenge or competition. So in the context of your reading, this could mean a few different things. It could mean that the person who is realizing their feelings for you is going to have to overcome some obstacles to get to you. Maybe you are not easily accessible right now. Maybe there are other people interested in you. Maybe there is distance between you two, either physical or emotional. Or maybe they are dealing with their own internal obstacles like fear or past hurt that makes it scary to be vulnerable with someone new. But I also think this 7 of Wands is showing me your energy, Cancer. You have been protecting yourself lately, haven't you? You have been standing firm in your standards and not letting just anyone into your emotional space. And honestly, good for you, because you have every right to be selective about who gets access to your heart. The Seven of Wands tells me that you have fought hard to get to a place of emotional stability, and you are not about to let that go for someone who is not serious or someone who cannot meet you where you are. What the universe is telling me through this card is that the person who is coming toward you with these realized feelings is going to have to prove themselves. They are going to have to show you that they are worth letting your guard down for. And here's what I find really beautiful about this. The Seven of Wands suggests that they are willing to do that work. They are not looking for something easy or casual. They see the value in you, and they understand that anything worth having requires effort. This person is not intimidated by the fact that you have boundaries. If anything, it makes them respect you more. I also want you to think about what the Seven of Wands means in terms of visibility. The figure in this card is elevated, standing on higher ground where everyone can see them. This tells me that whatever is developing here is not going to stay hidden for long. If this person has feelings for you, those feelings are going to become obvious to other people around you. You might start noticing that mutual friends pick up on the tension or the chemistry. Someone might even comment on it or ask you about it. The lid is off Cancer, and what was once private or internal is about to become something that other people witness. The third card that came through for you is the Star, and oh my goodness, Cancer, this card just fills me with so much hope for you. After the Page of Swords showing someone gaining clarity, and the Seven of Wands showing the challenge and defense of what matters, the Star comes in as this beautiful confirmation that what is unfolding here is aligned with your highest good. The Star is about hope, healing, renewal, and divine timing. This is the universe telling you that you are exactly where you need to be. The Star appears after the Tower in the tarot deck, which means it represents the peace and clarity that comes after a period of chaos or destruction. So I am wondering, Cancer, if you have been through something recently that shook up your world. Maybe a previous relationship ended badly, or maybe you went through a period where you felt really disconnected from love or romance. Maybe you even told yourself that you were done trying or that you were going to focus on yourself for a while. And that would make sense because the Star energy is about healing from past wounds and opening yourself up to new possibilities when you are truly ready. What I love about the Star in your reading is that it confirms this connection that is forming is not going to be like what you have experienced before. This is not going to be drama-filled or confusing or one-sided. The Star brings clarity and authenticity. It is about two people seeing each other clearly without illusions or projections. The person who is realizing their feelings for you is seeing the real you, Cancer. Not some idealized version, not some fantasy, but the actual person you are with all your complexity and depth and beauty, and they are drawn to that. The Star also represents vulnerability and emotional nakedness. The figure in this card is pouring water back into the source, which is a symbol of giving freely without fear of depletion. This tells me that in this connection, both of you are going to feel safe enough to be truly vulnerable. You are going to be able to share parts of yourself that you usually keep hidden. You are going to feel seen and understood in a way that might actually surprise you because you are so used to having to explain yourself or defend your sensitivity. But with this person, you won't have to do that. They are going to get you on a level that feels natural and easy. I also want to point out that the Star is associated with Aquarius energy, which is about friendship and mental connection. This confirms what the Page of Swords was already telling us, that this person values the intellectual and friendship component of what you two could build together. They are not just attracted to you physically or superficially. They genuinely enjoy your company and your mind and the way you see the world. And Cancer, I know that matters to you because you are not interested in surface-level connections. You want depth and substance. And the Star is promising you that this has the potential to be exactly that. The fourth card I pulled is Ten of Pentacles, and when this card showed up, I actually got chills, because this is one of the most positive cards in the entire deck when it comes to lasting commitment and building something real. The Ten of Pentacles is about legacy, family, long-term security, and creating something that endures beyond the moment. This is not a fling, Cancer. This is not some temporary situation that is going to fade after a few months. What the universe is showing me here is that the person who is realizing their feelings for you is thinking about you in a long-term capacity. Now, I want to be clear about what long-term means in this context, because I am not necessarily saying that this person is going to propose to you next week or that you are going to get married tomorrow. What I am saying is that their intentions are long-term. They are not looking at you as someone to pass time with. They are looking at you as someone they could build a real life with, someone they could introduce to their family, someone they could make plans with that extend into the future. The Ten of Pentacles is about wanting to create stability and security with another person, and that is the energy this person is bringing to the table. This card also suggests that there might be a practical or material component to this connection. Maybe this person is in a stable place in their life financially or career-wise, and they are ready for the next chapter, which includes partnership. Or maybe you two have talked about practical things like where you want to live or what kind of lifestyle you want to create, and you have discovered that you are aligned in those areas. The Ten of Pentacles is very much about shared values and shared vision for the future. I also see the Ten of Pentacles as confirmation that this connection has the support of something bigger than just the two of you. In the traditional imagery of this card, there are multiple generations present, which suggests family blessing or community support. So this might be a situation where people around you are rooting for this to work out. Maybe your friends have been telling you that this person would be good for you, or maybe their family has expressed interest in meeting you. There is a sense of rightness here that other people can feel too. What really stands out to me about having the Ten of Pentacles in this reading is that it balances the earlier energy of the Seven of Wands. Yes, there might be some challenges or obstacles to overcome, but the end result is worth it. The Ten of Pentacles is the reward for standing your ground and protecting what matters. It is the universe saying that your standards and your boundaries have led you to something real and solid and worth your investment. The fifth card that came through is the Hierophant, and this card is really interesting in the context of everything else we have looked at. The Hierophant is about tradition, commitment, spiritual connection, and sometimes it literally represents a formal union like a marriage or serious partnership. When I see the Hierophant after the Ten of Pentacles, it feels like a confirmation that what is building here has the potential to become official and recognized in some way. The Hierophant is also about shared belief systems and values. This card is telling me that you and this person who is realizing their feelings for you are going to discover that you have a lot in common in terms of what you believe about life, love, relationships, and what matters most. You might find that you were raised with similar values or that you have similar ideas about what a healthy relationship looks like. This compatibility on a core level is what is going to make this connection feel so natural and right. Now, the Hierophant can sometimes feel a little serious or formal, and I think that fits with the overall energy of your reading, Cancer. This is not lighthearted or casual. This person is approaching you with serious intentions. They are thinking about commitment, and they are thinking about doing things the right way. They might be a little traditional in their approach, which could mean they want to take you on proper dates, or they want to ask you out in a respectful, formal way, rather than just sliding into your DMs with something casual. The Hierophant also represents teaching and learning from each other. In this connection, you and this person are going to help each other grow. You're going to teach them things about emotional intelligence and vulnerability and how to be present with feelings. And they are going to teach you things too, maybe about stability or structure or how to feel safe in a relationship. There is a mutual exchange here that is going to benefit both of you. I also want to mention that the Hierophant is associated with Taurus energy, which is very grounded and stable and loyal. This reinforces everything the Ten of Pentacles was already showing us about this being someone who is reliable and committed. This is not someone who is going to be hot and cold with you. When they show up, they are going to show up consistently, and you are going to be able to trust that. The final card I pulled for you, Cancer, is Six of Wands, and I am ending on this note because it is such a victorious, celebratory energy. The Six of Wands is about recognition, success, confidence, and being celebrated for who you are. When I see this card in a love reading, it tells me that this connection is going to make you feel really good about yourself. It is going to boost your confidence and make you feel appreciated and valued in a way that maybe you have not felt before. The Six of Wands shows a figure riding through a crowd on a horse, holding a wand with a victory wreath. Everyone around them is celebrating and acknowledging their achievement. In your situation, Cancer, this represents the moment when the feelings between you and this person become mutual and acknowledged. It is that moment when you both realize you are on the same page and you can stop wondering and start actually building something together. And it is going to feel like a win for both of you. This card also suggests that this relationship is going to be something that other people admire. Remember how the Seven of Wands showed that this would become visible to others? The Six of Wands confirms that when people see you two together, they are going to think you make a great match. You might become one of those couples that other people look at and think goals or relationship inspiration. And while that is not the most important thing, obviously it is nice to know that the connection you are building is something that radiates positive energy outward. The Six of Wands is also about having the courage to be seen and to take up space. For you, Cancer, this might mean allowing yourself to be celebrated and adored without feeling like you need to shrink or hide. You have spent a lot of time protecting your heart and being careful about who you let in, and this card is telling you that it is safe to let yourself be happy. It is safe to let yourself be loved publicly and openly. You don't have to keep this person at arm's length or play it cool. When the time comes, you can let yourself fully receive what they are offering. What I find so beautiful about ending your reading with the Six of Wands is that it brings everything full circle. We started with the Page of Swords, showing someone investigating their feelings and gaining clarity. Then we saw the Seven of Wands, showing the challenge and the defense of what matters. The Star brought in hope and healing and divine timing. The Ten of Pentacles showed the potential for something lasting and real. The Hierophant confirmed shared values and serious intentions. And now the Six of Wands is showing the victory and celebration that comes when two people finally come together in a way that feels right and true and worth all the effort it took to get there. So Cancer, here is what I want you to take away from this reading. Someone in your life is having a realization about you right now. The lid is off, and they are finally understanding the depth of what they feel when they are around you. This is not going to be some messy, complicated situation. This is someone who has serious intentions and who is ready to put in the work to build something real with you. You might notice them paying more attention to you, or asking you questions, or finding reasons to be in your space. And when they finally make their move, it is going to feel really good because you are going to realize that what you were hoping for is actually possible. The cards are encouraging you to stay open, even though I know your instinct is to protect yourself. Trust that the boundaries you have set and the standards you have maintained have led you to this moment. You don't have to lower your guard completely, but you can let yourself be curious about what might unfold. And most importantly, let yourself believe that you deserve something beautiful and stable and real, because that is exactly what is coming your way. I pulled Page of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Star, Ten of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and Six of Wands for this reading, and every single one of them is pointing toward the same message. Someone sees you, Cancer. Someone understands what you bring to the table, and they are ready to step up and show you that they are worth your time and your heart. This is your moment, and it is going to be everything you have been waiting for.